Okay. Now we're live, so now let me go ahead and do this. Transition. Yeah, that should work. Oh, no. Boom. What's going on, bees?
What's up, dude?
Ah! Come on! Donald J. Pump. We put him in. We put him in office, and we see the Trumpino pump come through instantly. Look at this. Look, make. Oh, I was gonna say something, but I'm wearing the Make America Great Again hat. Make crypto great again. Trumpino's in office. Bitcoin's at 84, almost 84 or 85,000. I mean, who could have foreseen bees? Who could have? Who could have told the people? Oh, whoops. Who could have told everybody inside the Taylor's Code and on the live streams and everybody around us? Who could have foreseen this? Did anybody know that this was going to happen?
Yeah, I got no idea. I mean, Ollie's got to be pretty amped this morning. Brett's finally, Brett's finally getting a fire under his ass a little bit, starting to move again.
Yeah, Brett was being a little lazy ass. Now he's getting up off the couch and going to work.
Yeah,
But yeah, who could have foreseen? I had no idea that something like this would happen. I had no clue. I didn't know.
been how many months of just calling out the exact same shit. But I mean, I think what Big Hag said today, it's funny because yeah, just constantly for months and months and months saying shit's going higher, and then it's just ranging sideways for 8 months. So yeah, I mean, even I mean, I told you like I was losing hope a little bit. There was a couple of times where I'm just seeing this shit get decimated for months straight. But yeah,
It
I
fucks
mean,
with you
it's
mentally. It does.
yeah, the range gets to your head after a while, especially when it's the longest one ever.
Yep.
It's just wondering how long it can be. But yeah, the longer the range, the bigger the candle.
Yeah, the bigger the base, the higher into space. That's what we
Yeah.
like to say. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. That's why people they see people get rich off of crypto or off of different things, and everyone wants to say, "Oh, you got lucky," or "Oh, he just caught a crypto pump." Da, 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 da. Listen, when you're in a range for 7, 8, 9 months, and you're continuing to accumulate tokens and continue to buy the bottoms in DCA and buy the bottoms in DCA and just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's not luck. It's not luck. It's being able to actually handle your emotions and understand what is going to happen bigger picture, because people think that you're going to make money in markets by buying it whenever everybody else buys it. No, that's the biggest fallacy ever. This is why some people get stupid rich off of markets and people don't, because you literally have to buy the shit when nobody wants it, and that's a mind fuck for people. Because yeah, you're gonna be emotional whenever nobody wants it. That's whenever the price is low, so that you have to be the guy to step in and say, you know what? Even though nobody wants it right now, I understand that a year from now everybody's gonna want it, so I'm gonna buy it now. I'm not gonna wait for a year whenever everybody else is buying it to buy with them.
Buy red, sell green. Yeah. So I mean, I think what I was saying to you last night was pretty important just for anyone that has been following the plays and had to sit through the range while nothing was fucking happening. I think it was a good learning lesson to get ready mentally for the bull run. Because, I mean, obviously, like even Hagrid was saying it this morning on the call. He was saying a lot of people are already talking about taking profits and wanting to cheat out of their positions, and just yeah, gave us the mental conditioning to be able to handle the dips and just stay focused on what the plan is. And yeah, the plan's been all along holding all through 2024 DCA and while it's dipping and while it's ranging down, and then looking to eventually take profits end of Q1, beginning of Q2 in 2025. Once the euphoria starts peaking.
And this is how, for those of you guys watching, this is how you know you're still early. So I was telling Logan this morning. Yesterday, I went to go see my godfather, my cousins, and one of my cousins, she went to Penn State, so she was up there for a game. She just got back, and she told me that she was hanging out with her friends up at Penn State, and they brought up crypto. And a couple of guys she was talking to said, "Oh, crypto? Yeah, nobody uses crypto anymore. That shit's dead. Like, who uses crypto?" And when she told me that, I got the biggest smile on my fucking face because I understood. Okay, this is how we know we're early, right? And I told her, I straight up told her, I said it out loud, I said, yeah, you see that? That right there is why people like me are going to get rich. Because people think nobody uses crypto right now, when in reality Bitcoin's in price discovery and it just broke. It just broke through price discovery. Those same guys that said that nobody uses crypto, nobody's gonna be, who uses crypto next year. Those are gonna be the guys that are gonna be like, oh my god, I gotta buy Dogecoin or I gotta buy Bread or Pepe. It's at fucking $80 billion market cap. And then me and B's are gonna be saying, hit the fucking sell button. Go ahead, take it at $100 billion market cap. Be my guest. Try to get a 2x out of that.
I'll be up 4x, 5x on Doge, and even just on Doge at that point. But yeah, I mean, I sent you the screenshots. I was looking through my transaction sheet from Dogecoin last cycle, and I was buying Dogecoin. Yeah, it was at almost all-time highs. Like I was so late to buying Dogecoin that I lost money on it
Mm-hmm.
because I was looking and I was buying it in like April and May of 2021, which was after the bull run had already gone insane. So I'm trying to jump into it at, yeah, it was at like 80 billion market cap. I'm jumping into Dogecoin. It pumped up like another 10%, 15%. I had no idea that it already moved that much, and just the sheer size and volume that it took to get it to that point was just insane. And I'm sitting there thinking it's going to go to, I'm thinking I'm going to make 2, 3, 4x off of it, let alone, not knowing it's already close to $100 billion market cap.
Right.
And that's the headspace that most people are in. That's when most people are going to start finding out about what's really going on, is going to be Q1 2025. And for anyone that's been following along with the plays, by that point, even with the boys club plays, you guys are going to be up, 5, 10x, 15x, 20x by that point. So you'll be using those degens liquidity to exit.
Exactly. Yeah. And it happens every single cycle. There are going to be people that join late, see the hype whenever, they're going to buy the hype, and then they're going to realize, oh shit, I bought the top, I lost money. And out of those people this cycle, some of them are going to say, okay, I'm going to actually, did something happen? Wait, are you looking at the chart?
Yeah.
We're trading live on stream right now, ladies and gentlemen. This shit don't stop. We're making plays while we're streaming. I saw your face. I'm like, uh-oh, somebody just dumped.
Yeah. I'm watching this whale phase out of this fucking coin, so I'm just waiting for him to be done.
That's hilarious. I could see it on your face. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Someone cheated.
He's throwing a temper tantrum. Yeah, I mean, when it's a $5-6 million market cap coin and someone's holding 70 grand of it, and you're watching them phase out, it's not very comforting. But he's about done. I've watched him over the past 20 minutes go from 70K holding to like 20K. So he's clearing out.
Yeah, he's getting out.
The price is staying pretty stable, so people are buying it up.
Good. So all right. So one last point we're going to make before we jump into some charts. I just want to remind you guys, now that we're actually in the bull run, it's happening, right? We've been talking about it. Q4, Bitcoin season. Bitcoin's going to go crazy. We literally said this shit to the fucking T. We told you exactly what was going to happen. Bitcoin's going to go into price discovery in Q4. Bitcoin dominance is going to go up, meaning that Bitcoin's going to steal some more of the overall market cap of the entire crypto market. It's going to do that all of Q4. Then Q1, Bitcoin will continue to rip. It'll continue to go up, but then you're going to start to see the altcoins start to steal some of that market share back. So Bitcoin dominance will start to drop and start to nuke, hopefully. And then Q1 next year, when it nukes, that's going to be alt season. So then all the altcoins that we hold right now, like the Boys Club, some of the Solana coins that we own, etc., that's when those coins are going to see the stupid bid. And the reason you see that stupid bid during alt season, and you see all these altcoins start running and outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum, is because right now people are getting rich off of majors. So people who hold a shit ton of Bitcoin are getting rich off of Bitcoin. People who are buying up and owning a shit ton of Ethereum, when Ethereum goes into price discovery, they're going to get rich off of Ethereum. So when the price of Ethereum and Bitcoin go up, there's a wealth effect that happens. And so now that people have all this extra money now that they've made on these tokens, they're going to start to rotate those gains, those profits, into lower market cap coins to continue to get more gains. So that's why you see these things like alt season happen whenever Bitcoin and Ethereum go into price discovery. All these people are rich as shit now, so they're just going to go rotate their bags down into our Boys Club. down into, MSTR 2100, down into these beta plays. And that's whenever our bags go 10, 15, 20x. Yeah, it's going to be fucking fantastic. So,
Yeah. I mean, I know we've talked about it before, but why a higher ETH price is so important for meme coins and for everything on the Ethereum network. And obviously, like the ETH price is kind of the tide that raises all ships for the Ethereum network, which is obviously important. But I didn't really realize how often, just because I've never really held any majors in my wallet, so it's never really been a factor for me. I kind of just do instant transfers, immediately move it from, Ethereum or Solana into something on the network. That's just what I've always done. But whenever we were in that Telegram for the Ask coin over the weekend, um, whenever they had the bot in there for showing all the transactions that were coming through, every single transaction that it would show, it'd show you how many soul tokens they were purchasing of the asset. 95% of them were an even amount of soul tokens for whatever amount they were buying. So this whole weekend, the price of soul is running up. Every time a person's buying 2, 3, 4 soul on the network, it's, a 30-40% increase in the amount of capital that's coming into that coin that's on the Solana network. So when you look at people who have, especially for whales, people who have, tons and tons and tons of Ethereum in their wallet, 2-3 weeks ago, I think Ethereum's up, 25% in the past week. So it's like every single time someone is going on and they're buying Andy or they're buying Landwolf or they're buying Pepe or whatever coin it is on the Ethereum network, before, whenever they were hitting, all right, 1 ETH, let me get 1 ETH worth of this. That 1 ETH is now 25% more capital coming into these meme coins. So I think that's just something really important to remember. Something I really noticed from seeing those notifications this weekend.
exactly. Yeah, it's
About
all.
30,000 of them.
Yeah. Whew. Wow. Well, gentlemen, those of you that are listening and been following the plays, you are officially pre-rich. I mean, you were always pre-rich, but now it's confirmed you are pre-rich. So, let's go ahead and jump into a couple of charts here, Harrison. So, let's go ahead and pull this up. So, I got Bitcoin up. Now, let me go ahead and get you pulled back up. Oops. Let me do this. Mr. Producer. How do I get more to show? Hold on. Let's do it like this. Let's see. Multi-speaker, speaker. Maybe this will work. I'll get our beautiful faces right up in here. Let's see. I know there's a way. Hold on. I'll do it like this.
Oh my.
What? What happened?
I bought the pullback this morning on Pepe.
Uh-huh.
Look at this. I'll just show it to you on CoinGecko. I bought the pullback this morning right in here.
Oh, Pepe!
Instant.
Pepe's gonna have himself a nice little pump screw too. Once Pepe starts ripping, that's when you're gonna see the rest of the boys club just go parabolic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Pepe. We gotta talk about. So yeah, we'll talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then we'll talk about Doge and how Doge is gonna kick off the biggest meme coin cycle of all time. So that actually reminds me now. So let me do this. So advanced portion of screen, share, boom. There we go. Now I got to figure it out. All right, Harrison, you see this?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we just Mr. Producered it up. Bitcoin. All right, gentlemen. So where are we at right now? Bigger picture. Bitcoin. Everything we're doing is just trading Bitcoin, but through different avenues. So whether it's Ethereum, meme coins, etc., all we're doing is trading Bitcoin. But instead of buying Bitcoin itself, we want to buy other assets because we're going to get more returns. It's going to outperform Bitcoin. So on the daily, we see what happened here. Okay, here are the two previous cycle all-time highs. Boom, boom. Go into our bear market, accumulation. Boom, boom, boom. We go parabolic in 2023. Beginning 2024, end of 2023. Then we enter the longest Bitcoin range of all time, which was these 8 months of hell, where we were just doing this ranging. What's a good way to do it? Rectangle. Fuck it. You guys get the
Study
point.
verticality.
So yeah, so you get this range for 8 months, which is just all this is just accumulation. It's just big players accumulating their bags, and what they're doing is they're pumping the price, then they're jeeting their bags to send the price lower, so then people panic and people sell. They scoop it up down here, they shoot the price back up, they shoot it back down, they shoot it up, shoot it back down, they accumulate, shoot it up, back down, they accumulate. So basically what they're doing is they're trying to get in their positioning with an average price that's closer to the bottom of this range, which would be right around in there. And so what that does is it gives them position to, because when you have billions and billions of dollars like BlackRock and these ETFs and these big players that are trying to get good entries on their Bitcoin, you can't just go ahead and do a market buy for $1 trillion. You can't go ahead and do a market buy for 500 billion, $10 billion to be able to pick up your Bitcoin. Otherwise, you're going to shoot the chart up, or you simply just literally can't do that type of buy because you have to find multiple people to supply that Bitcoin to you. You can't just go on Coinbase and buy, $500 billion of fucking Bitcoin. So this is not how it works. So these guys do over-the-counter deals. They do deals with exchanges, etc. So what they were doing is they were accumulating their bags to go ahead and get a nice entry for Bitcoin. So their average price for Bitcoin is probably around $60,000, let's say. So what happens is when you do a range like that for 7, 8, 9 months, again, BlackRock, these massive institutions, these TradFi companies, traditional finance companies, they're not just going to lose money now. No, they accumulated their bags to own it so that they could shoot the price up. They finally finished their accumulation. Trumpino, don't shoot this again, just remove them. Trumpino wins. We get the Donald J. Pump arc. We start ripping cheeks. Get out of here. And now you're seeing the meat sticks come on Bitcoin. Now we break out of the range and we're back into price discovery. So you see here on the daily time frame, boom, meat stick. This was the election. Okay, grind up, meat stick, and now we're off to the races. So we're about to be over $85,000 today. So Bitcoin's in price discovery. Great. So when Bitcoin goes into price discovery, what typically happens is what you want to see happen is Bitcoin dominance go up. Okay. So what's Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance is how much of the total market cap of crypto dominated by Bitcoin's market cap. So what that means is what percentage of the entire crypto market cap, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all the way down to the smallest shitcoin that you can imagine, the entire market cap of crypto, what percentage of that is in Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is literally more than half of the crypto market cap. So Bitcoin dominance right now is at 60%. So think about that. 60% of the entire crypto industry is in Bitcoin in terms of the money, the liquidity. Okay. So that's good. You see that this has been grinding up ever since the last alt season where it nuked down to 39%, right? So this was last cycle, right? You guys see here 2021. When did we top in 2021? It was during May and November. Well, guess what? You see Bitcoin dominance nuke. This is when you get your alt season. This is when everybody's making a shit ton of money in 2021, the last peak of the cycle. So it makes sense. Then, as we ended the cycle and go into a bear market, that's whenever Bitcoin dominance goes up. And you see Bitcoin dominance has literally been grinding higher for the last 4 years. All the way up until, what do you see? 60.5%, 60.6%. And then what did you see? Nuked, and now altcoins are starting to rip. So what's probably going to happen here is we're going to see this chart, Bitcoin dominance, continue to grind higher for the next 3 or 4 months maximum. It may get up to 60 again, 61, 62%, which is actually healthy. We would want that so that whenever in Q1, when this chart nukes again and nukes hard, I'm talking down to 39%, 35%, 30%, nukes hard, that's whenever you're going to see altcoins run, because all that liquidity from Bitcoin is now going all into the other assets in the market outside of Bitcoin. So that should hopefully make sense to those guys watching. But anything on that?
No, yeah, I mean that's what I'm expecting too. We've been saying that for months. So yeah, I think it'll keep climbing through the rest of 2024 because I mean there's a lot of I think there's a long way to go on Bitcoin and how high it's going to go this cycle. I mean, right. I think a lot of people are saying Bitcoin 200K. So I wouldn't be surprised at all with the way it's moving right now. So, I mean, I think if Bitcoin goes for a number like that, yeah, we're probably going to see 62, 63, 64% Bitcoin. But there's a lot of other stuff that's moving too. Ethereum's starting to catch up. It's not lagging too bad. I mean, it's up 20-25% this past week. So it's catching up. I know like Dogecoin has doubled or tripled in the past month. So I mean that went from 15 billion market cap to I think it's close to 50 billion now.
Hmm.
So I mean that's sucking up some liquidity for sure.
For sure.
Um, so I think that the crypto market or the entire crypto market as a whole, the market cap is booming right now. I think we're close to 3 trillion for the entire market space again.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, as long as Bitcoin doesn't start losing too much dominance, I don't know how much higher it's going to go, but yeah, I'd like to see it hold on for at least another month or two.
Yep. So yeah, total market cap of crypto right now is 2.8 trillion. And of the $2.8 trillion total market cap of crypto, Bitcoin is $1.7 trillion. That's what you guys have to understand. That's why the alt seasons are so insane in crypto, is because so much of the liquidity is in Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin nukes from 60% market cap dominance to 30%, that is so much money getting injected right into our bags. And so Ollie asked a great question in the comments. He said, so would it be beneficial to own some of the main coins, then rotate into meme coins myself, or just stick to filling my bags on Brett? So correct. Continue. Yeah, go ahead, Bauer.
Oh, I was going to say, I think that we talked about that a few weeks ago because people were wondering how much the altcoins were going to lag. But yeah, I don't think that they're really going to. I mean, personally, I don't think that they're going to lag very much. I mean, Ethereum, if Ethereum was just dead weight right now, it was still, sitting at like 26, 2,700 while Bitcoin was just ripping, then I would say we're probably would want to rotate into some majors because ETH is going to move first. But I mean, everything's ripping right now. I mean, Pepe, the whole entire boys club is up crazy this week, and none of them are in price discovery yet. I mean, Andy, Landwolf, Pepe, and Brett, none of them are back into price discovery. Landwolf, I think, is the closest, and it's teetering around price discovery. But I mean, the rest of them are still down 50%
Mm-hmm.
from all time highs. So yeah, I still think, I mean, personally, I'm not holding any majors right now. I have everything in betas. So
Yep.
I'm not sure if you think the same.
No, I agree 1000%. The only people who are really going to be benefiting from a Bitcoin Ethereum at this point in the cycle, so that's at this point in the cycle. It's you don't want to be accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. Yeah, if you were buying in the bear market down here, yeah, this is where you accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum down in there, and then you're benefiting from these multiple X's all the way up to 84,000. Sure, fine. That's not where you're buying Bitcoin though. You don't buy Bitcoin now while it's in price discovery. So the people who are benefiting from buying something like Bitcoin are going to be the people who have multiple billions of dollars to buy Bitcoin. So like a micro strategy where they're going to inject, 500 million, $1 billion into acquiring Bitcoin. That for them makes sense. One, because them having that much money, they can't buy a smaller market cap token because they're going to affect the price of the token way too much. So they're going to end up getting a bad fill on that token, meaning that by the time they're done buying into it, they would have pumped the chart 50%, 100%. With Bitcoin, you can put in half a billion dollars and you're not going to, affect the chart in a way that's going to be substantial. So, which is crazy, but that's how it is. So anyways, so bigger players would be the ones who are buying majors, and they're less volatile. Somebody who has a shit ton of money like that, they're not looking for a 10x with a potential 50% pullback. No, they're looking for, if you have $500 million and you get a 2x on Bitcoin, now you have $1 billion. Like, it's a big difference. So no, yeah, Ollie, you're not looking to buy Bitcoin right now because it's not really going to be substantial for you, the type of gains you can get. You would rather assume way more risk in a Brett or an Andy or a Pepe. You wait till Bitcoin starts to lose its dominance, and then your bags, Bitcoin goes up 2-3x, then your bags are going to go up 10x. So it just obviously makes more sense for you to hold that. So yeah, you should be accumulating more Brett.
Yeah. And I would say too, I mean, just for you to know, Ollie, like if these companies had the ability and were had small enough positions where they could invest in boys club, I promise you they'd be doing it.
Right.
But yeah, whenever you have that much capital, whenever, I'm not sure if you've noticed before, Ollie, but like if you ever do a fairly big purchase on Bread or Pepe, or really if you like, we've been playing with a couple of coins on Solana, just really small market cap coins, couple million, sometimes under a million market cap. Whenever you do the transaction, you'll see a section when you're confirming the transaction called spread. And basically, it's showing you the difference between what the price is now and what the price would be after you buy or sell your asset for whatever amount you're transacting. And then it'll put it in the middle. So for someone that wanted to buy, even for one of these larger coins that we're holding, like Pepe, it's $4 billion market cap. If someone wanted to buy even $500,000 worth of Pepe, they're going to show them the price now, what the price would be after that transaction goes through, and they're going to put their purchase amount right in the middle. So they're paying way more than what the current market price is because it's such a big transaction. And that would be something even for 500 grand. So for an individual trading these things, you can make tons and tons of money, and there is plenty of liquidity to be able to transact. But for a major company that's moving millions and billions of dollars, those assets just really aren't on the table,
Mm-hmm.
which is good for
Exactly.
us.
Exactly. Yep. Okay, so Bobby asked a good question. I know why he's asking this. So he said, "Can you show the BTC to ETH chart?" So BTC over ETH. So for those of you who don't understand what this is, basically this is taking a look at how Bitcoin has been performing against Ethereum. So typically a normal chart, you look at it, it's Bitcoin slash USD or Ethereum slash USD because it's Bitcoin over the US dollar. So how much is a Bitcoin worth compared to US dollars? When you look at a chart of Bitcoin over Ethereum, so asset over asset, what this chart is showing is what asset is outperforming the other. So on a Bitcoin to Ethereum chart, if the chart's going up, then that means Bitcoin is a better hold. So Bitcoin's outperforming Ethereum, meaning if you hold Bitcoin, you're making more money than if you were holding Ethereum. If this chart goes down, then that means Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, which means Ethereum is a better hold at this point in time. So Bobby said, can we see this chart? So if you take a look since exactly, same exact thing, right? The last bull run, the last top of the market was 2021 in May. So guess what happened? Bitcoin, Ethereum put in a bottom, right? Put in these three bottoms right here, which meant that Ethereum was a much better hold than Bitcoin all the way through the end of this bull run. Well, whenever Ethereum is a better hold than Bitcoin, that means what? Well, it means it's alt season. That means that alternative tokens are outperforming Bitcoin and they're shooting up in price. So ever since we put in these three bottoms back in 2021, right? Oh, no, what the hell? Is my screen look fucked up to you?
No.
There we go. Okay, it was slow on my end. So ever since we put in those bottoms at the last top of the bull run back in 2021, slowly Bitcoin has been grinding up in terms of performance against Ethereum, right? So that means Bitcoin was a better hold than Ethereum starting right about here in September 2022 during the bear market. So now if you hold Bitcoin, Bitcoin's a better hold than Ethereum. Great. That's fine. We actually want that right now. So what we're going to see though on this chart, whenever alt season comes again next year and all of our altcoins start going parabolic, you're going to see this chart nuke. So then Ethereum is going to be appreciating way faster than Bitcoin. This chart's going to nuke, meaning that Ethereum's outperforming, meaning that all the altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. So yeah, we want to see this continue to grind higher for the next couple of months until we get to Q1 next year. And then we want to see this chart nuke. You see this chart starting to nuke? Great. That means Pepe, Andy, Wolf, Brett, they're popping off. So I'm assuming that's probably why you want to look at it, Bobby. But that's the significance of this chart. Now, let's talk about your best friend here, Bees Doge. This is Bees' fire play he just had. What was it? You bought it. When did you buy it? Tuesday?
Yeah, bought it right before the election.
Fantastic. All right, let's
So
take
I
a look at this.
called this out to a couple people. Yeah,
Look
it's
at
been
this.
cruising.
Look at this meat stick. This is
Yeah.
how you know we're in the bull run when Doge starts pumping. But yeah, go ahead and give them a little bit of a context as to why you bought it, why you think it went up, and what the significance of this is to the market.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that Doge is, as far as meme coins go, I mean, obviously it's the king of memes. So, um, I mean, it's Max tweeted out something. One of the guys that we follow, he tweeted out something this morning saying that the entire market cap of all four of the boys club, so Andy, Pepe, Brett, and Landwolf, all four of them, their market caps combined right now is less than a quarter of the amount of volume that Dogecoin has added in the past week. So the past week, Dogecoin has added $20 billion into its market cap. That's just a perfect example of once retail gets involved and knows how to buy something and is familiar with something, how much money can get pumped into it in such a short amount of time. So with the election coming up, I knew that obviously Elon, he's been one of the main people backing Dogecoin since the beginning, whenever it was exploding before, even before he owned Twitter and gained, I mean, I think he's gained an absurd amount of popularity since then. So he was popular and relevant before, but since then, I mean, it's just gotten next level. I mean, he's pretty much the most well-known person on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I knew that a lot of people associated that coin with him. Obviously, a lot of people have associated crypto with Trump. They knew that he was going to be really supporting it. Honestly, the first pro crypto president ever. Because in 2016, it wasn't really a talking point, wasn't really relevant enough to be able to support it. In 2020, I knew that he did support it, but obviously Biden won. Biden didn't really have a position on it, didn't really talk about it at all. Still was kind of gaining relevance. Now, with this election, it was a big point for anyone that's in the crypto space. They knew that Trump was definitely the preferred candidate to win if if you're in the markets or in the stock markets too. Um, but yeah, so I knew if the election went that way, everyone was going to be jumping back onto Robinhood, jumping back onto Coinbase, and I knew that it was going to be the first meme coin that everyone's familiar with to pump. Called it out to a couple of my friends before the election, and yeah, it's up 106, 107% in the past 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a no-brainer call. And I think that Bitcoin being the leader for the market right now and being kind of the tide that raises all ships, I think that Dogecoin is that for the meme coin, and I think it's going to be for quite a while for the rest of this cycle because Dogecoin is definitely going to go above 100 bill
Uh-huh.
market cap. I mean, it hit 98 bill market cap in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So if it did that 3 years ago with how much money's been printed, how many Robinhood accounts have been opened, how many Coinbase wallets have been set up, I mean, it's going to go insane.
Exactly. That's such a fantastic point that you made about Dogecoin is going to be the green light for meme coins, because that was the big mania over last cycle. In 2021, Doge goes from, it. I mean, you guys have to understand how insane of a move this was. Dogecoin went from 8 cents, which is for Doge.
It's like 12 billion.
Yeah, it might even have been less than that. 8 cents, because right now it's 32 cents and it's like a 40 billion dollar market cap. Where is that? Right now
Check.
it's at 50 billion. So 32 cents, 50 billion. So 8 cents would have been, yeah, you're right. Probably about 12 billion.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah, right about 12 bill.
Okay. So
10 bill.
Doge, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Doge went from a $12 billion market cap. Here, 6 billion, right? So if you accumulate down here in this low range right here in March, this was in March of 2021. Okay. So think about this. It went from an $8 billion market cap, $6 billion market cap in March to 2 months later. 2 months, you hold this for 2 months, you're at a $95 billion market cap. Let's call it 100. So you just hit five, let's call it 5 billion to 100 billion. So 25 or 20x. So you just 20 times your money in 2 months. So if you had $1,000, you had 20 grand now. If you had 10 grand, you got 200 grand now. It's just $10,000 into $200,000 in the course of 2 months, right? So this is why people's lives changed whenever they bought Dogecoin and it pumped like that. So now keep that in mind, right? So that was 3-4 years ago, last cycle. Doge, now that everybody knows you can get rich off of a meme coin, and Trump won, so now exchanges aren't going to be afraid to list more meme coins. You see Doge start to pump again, back up to $47 billion market cap now. It's about a 3x from the lows right here. So people who bought Doge down here, it's already up a 3x, which Logan made a banger play with that, buying it on the election because guess who's connected to Trump now? Elon Musk. So Trump wins. He's super pro crypto, super bullish on crypto, talking about making it, Bitcoin's going to be made here in America. Da, da, da. Great. Logan buys Doge. Guess what happens? Trump wins the election. Doge pumps its tits off. Doge is going to go to 100 billion plus. All that money that people are going to make in Dogecoin this cycle, guess what's going to happen to that money? It's going to rotate down into the next meme coin. So like SHIB last cycle was Doge's secondary meme coin that pumped up to 40 or 50 billion dollar market cap. Again, people got rich off of that. So what's going to happen is Doge is going to go to 100 billion plus this cycle, and all that liquidity is going to trickle down into what? Pepe, the biggest meme coin from this cycle. It's going to trickle down into Pepe. Well, if it trickles down into Pepe, what do you think is going to be after Pepe? Brett. What's after Brett? People are going to be like, oh, what's the beta to Brett? Andy. Oh my God, Andy's going parabolic. It's at 10 billion now. What's the beta to Andy? Landwolf, because it's all part of the same boys club narrative. It's the same characters. So yeah, the higher that Dogecoin goes up and the more dominance that Doge gets, it's just like Bitcoin. The higher it goes, the better, because whenever it nukes, all that liquidity from Bitcoin and Doge are going into our altcoins. So Bitcoin into Ethereum, and then Ethereum into our assets, Doge into, whatever the biggest meme coins are, Pepe, Brett, Andy, etc. So
Shit rolls downhill.
it's gonna be fucking fantastic. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bobby said Doge to $1 this cycle. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was so close last time,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it started losing traction, kind of lost hype. But I mean, the fact that it's at these levels already over 40 billion, almost 50 billion market cap in November, less than a week after the election. I mean, once the euphoria starts to set in, yeah, it's going to be over.
It's gonna be fantastic, and I love it. Retail doesn't even. Oh, one last point with Dogecoin. Also, think about how much this just went up from the lows. This was at $15 billion market cap, because it's up about 3x now. Think about this. Right now, Pepe right now, guys, is at a $5 billion market cap. 5 billion. Doge was at 15 billion a couple of weeks ago. It's already at $50 billion in the course of a couple of days. Think about how powerful retail is whenever retail comes into the market. They moved a $15 billion asset to $50 billion.
Yeah.
Brett is at 1 billion right now. Pepe's at 5 billion. Just wait until Pepe gets listed on Coinbase. Brett gets listed on Coinbase. Mania starts to happen. Froth. The shit's gonna go fucking insane. So yeah, fucking epic. I don't have thoughts on SHIB, Bobby. Me personally, I personally would never buy it just because it's a last cycle hype type of thing. Doge makes sense because everybody fucking knows Doge, and it's attached to Elon, and Elon's gonna pump it, especially with DOGE, which is Department of Government Efficiency. So Doge makes sense. Me personally, I wouldn't buy SHIB because I think you're gonna be able to get a better RR on other meme coins. But that's just my take on it. I mean, it's obviously going to go up. It'll go up. Everything's going to go up in a bull run. It's just about picking the winners, trying to pick the best winners. Pepe, you guys see this? Pepe broke through its previous local high. It's now breaking through its last previous high. So this is going to start ripping. Once Pepe gets past these highs right here, Pepe's going to go straight for right up here. Okay.
I just almost doubled my Pepe position this morning.
Fantastic. Yeah, Pepe is going to rip face. And then once Pepe rips and goes into price discovery again, that's whenever you're going to start to see things like Brett. Brett's actually moving itself. Brett's got a mind of his own right now. He's just putting the meat stick. So you guys see Brett just broke out of this trend line right here. Previous high, broke out the trend line. Now you see as soon as Brett broke out of this trend line, what did it do? Boom, meat stick. So now Pepe is going to start attacking these highs right over here, and then these highs, and then we go into price discovery. Brett's about to rip face. Andy, I mean, just look at the meat sticks on Andy. I did a hero rotation this weekend. Hero rotation. Saturday night, I think it was, before Bitcoin started pumping again. Right down in here, I rotated a bunch more money into Andy from some profits that we made off of a coin in the trenches. I bought a bunch more Andy right in here. Bang, Andy does a 2x. Fucking rips face. Wolf, same thing. Look at the meat 6 Wolf just put in. Boom, boom, boom. Just back to back to back 3 meat 6. Okay. So Wolf and Andy are, if you don't have a ton of liquidity, a ton of money to inject into the market, if you want to really expose yourself to the highest upside possible, I would say try for Andy and Wolf. I would be pumping my money into those two. Wolf is about to go off. Wolf is about to go into price discovery. So the fibs on Wolf got it going to $260 million market cap. Right now, Wolf is at,
He's just below 100 or right around 100.
yeah. Where's he at? Yeah, 114 now. But Wolf is pumping. Yeah, Wolf is already up 2x in the last week. 7 days. Look at that. 2x already in the last week. So yeah, Wolf is about to go another 2.5x because the first fib on Wolf is at 260 million. So yeah, you're going to get another 2.5x out of Wolf, even if you just start buying it right now. And that's just going to be a local top. Wolf is going to go to billions. Wolf's going to go to billions. Andy's going to go to billions. Brett's going to go to deca billions guaranteed. And then Pepe, we'll see where Pepe ends up at, but 50 billion plus minimum. But yeah, so the fibs on Wolf are going to play. Yeah, go ahead.
I think getting every member of the boys club to over $1 billion market cap was programmed from the beginning. So Pepe went first, crushed it. Brett, once it passed $1 billion, it jumped to $2 billion in a week. Like whenever it was really cooking back in end of March, beginning of April, or I think that was around the time. And then Landwolf or Andy, I think at its peak hit like 360 million market cap. I think what's Andy at right now for market cap? Do you know?
Yeah, it's probably like 200.
Andy's cruising.
And he's probably right around 200.
There's some big news on Andy too. Apparently, there's some whales coming into the scene here in the very near future. Yep. 204.
Perfect. 200. Yeah, Andy's gonna go to 5 billion, I bet you. So what is that? Another 10x?
Yeah,
no,
20x.
20x. Whoo! Well, 20x on Andy.
Or that's a 25x actually.
Yeah, this is gonna get silly. Yeah, you guys might not ever see from me again after this cycle.
There will be signs.
Yeah, guys, there will be signs, right? Whenever you see the Instagram video go up of me buying the Ferrari cash, that's the top signal. That means sell your bags.
That means I'm out.
That means I sold.
Yeah, I bought that thing with USDC.
Yeah. Guys, I bought the Ferrari cash. I probably sold something.
Yeah. I think one thing, just before I forget to mention, it's important too. I had to kind of come to terms with that this morning because I increased a few of my positions pretty dramatically this morning. And I think just realizing that this is kind of comparable to the .com bubble, that you can really, I mean, obviously with the Solana casino, like if you're aping into shit that's an 800,000 market cap, $2 million market cap, even 5, 10, 15, 20, these shit coins, they can go to zero. But right now, if you're aping into something that is solidified, that has a strong following, that has excuse me, has people with large holdings that we can trust, that know what they're doing, that are going to hold this through the rest of the quarter, through Q1 2025, everything is going to go up from here. So trying to perfectly time your entry right now, waiting for a local pullback, sitting around, you're just going to keep missing out. Like, I mean, everything's going to go up. You're going to make money off of anything that's solidified, that you've heard us talk about consistently. You guys are going to make money off this shit. It's still so early. So don't be sitting around holding capital. If you have it, deploy it, put it into the boys club, put it into something that we've talked about, something that you understand, something that you can trust. Don't continue to wait because you see what these coins have done. I mean, like we just saw, Andy's up a 2x in the last week. Landwolf, I'm pretty sure, is right there with it. Pepe and Brett both. Brett's dragging a little bit. I think Pepe's up like 50% in the past week. So this shit's not going to stop. like for the rest of 2024, this is how it's going. So don't be sitting around trying to time a buy, waiting for a little dip. Just jump in, look at it long term. You're going to make X's. So get your
Multiple
money in the
X's.
market.
So, yeah, 100%. So those are those guys. Boys Club, deploy into that. Just a quick update on MicroStrategy 2100, another one that I fuck with a lot. I love this coin. This is a great place to buy if you're looking to get into this. So the fibs played. We hit the fibs. We broke through. We came back down. We retested the fib. Boom. Then we broke down. But look where we broke down to. We met our support, held the previous high. Boom, right there. Cool. We tagged the previous high a couple of times. That's demand. Pop back up. So right here is going to be a good buy zone for anybody who's looking to get into MSTR 2100. So this is a meme coin on Ethereum. Again, the thesis behind it is the fact that Bitcoin's in price discovery. Whenever Bitcoin pumps its face off, what else pumps? MicroStrategy. Why does MicroStrategy pump when Bitcoin pumps? Well, because Michael Saylor, the owner of MicroStrategy, his whole business is based on acquiring Bitcoin and holding Bitcoin. That is literally his whole company, and he's obviously making a shit ton of money off of doing that. So MSTR is pumping its face off. Well, guess what? There's a meme coin that came out on crypto, on Ethereum, that is MSTR 2100. And so this meme coin has popped off. So I bought it around 20 million. It peaked at about $65 million market cap. Right now it's back down to about 40 million. So this is a great buy zone. If you're looking to enter into it now or soon, this would literally be it right now. You should buy it right now. So I see this going to multiple hundreds of millions of dollars too, because SPX 6900, which this meme is kind of spoofing off of, SPX 6900, which is a spoof of the stock market, that went up to about $1 billion market cap. Right now, I believe it's at 600 or 700 million, and that'll go to multiple billions. So that's going to go to multiple billions. I don't see any reason this can't go to a couple hundred million. So that's a couple of X's right there. So that's a good entry point. So I just want to mention that. And Stonks is a good one too that you want to get into. Stonks is one that is going to crack off, and it's also a very low market cap that would be worthwhile to buy into. 16, 17 million right now is the market cap. So if this even runs to 100 million, you got multiple X's right there. If it runs to a couple hundred mil, you got over a 10X. So, I mean, 160 million is a 10X from here. So, and I think this is going to do fantastic because I know the whales in this coin. They're actually in our Discord that we trade with these gentlemen. We know multiple whales in this. So as in guys who own multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars of this token, and they're going to ride this out till the end of the cycle. So this is going to be a good buy as well. Cool. Anything else you got, Bees?
I'm looking at the buy charts for MSTR 2100 right now. The whales are loading.
Oh yeah, I'm calling it right now. The MSTR 2100, that was my find, and I'm telling you, that one's gonna send. I think it just makes sense. When I saw it, it just made sense, and I bet you whales are definitely aping into it right now.
Yeah, they are. I'm seeing multiple 10, 8, 10, $12,000 buys. Looking at these guys' wallets, they're holding 80 to 100 grand worth of it, and they're just loading up right now.
Yep. I know this shit's gonna pop. I love this. I love this coin. Chart looks good too. Boom. Did a huge 70% pullback, which is huge for meme coins, because if it can survive a 70 to 80% pullback, that means that your meme's gonna stay. Ran, pull back hard, ran again, pull back, and now it's getting bought up right here, which is perfect. Yeah, MSTR 2100 is going to be a banger. I'm calling it. Cool. All right, Bees. Anything else you want to talk about? I mean, that's pretty solid. We gave the people as much juice as we possibly could in terms of, on a free content side of things. Obviously, the paid content is going to be much better, which we'll talk about here in a second. But anything else you got?
No, like the stream, share the stream, comment, help the boys get some traction. And yeah, I mean, I just keep thinking about the .com bubble. Obviously, I wasn't alive at that point. I mean, I was alive, but I wasn't investing. I don't think. Wasn't aping into markets. But yeah, I mean, this is what we've been talking about for months and months and months. So now's the time. I mean, now it's solidified. I mean, Bitcoin is up 15 grand in the past week. So everything is moving exactly according to plan. If you still have hesitancy at this point, really don't know what to tell you. If you still are a disbeliever, if you're still being a bear, fuck you. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, don't be hesitant. Don't sit on capital. I mean, if you got money that you can afford to leave in the market for the next 4 to 6 months, because you don't want to be having to pull out at unideal times. Like if you're getting good positions right now, you want to be able to keep them. So put in money that you can afford to keep in there for the next 4 to 6 months at least. Money that you're not going to be watching and hawking over every single day because you can't afford to lose it. But if you do have money that you can afford to play with, put it into the boys club, put it into anything you've heard us talk about, because all this shit is going up.
Mm-hmm. Everything. Well, gentlemen, there you have it. There's your juice for the day. Like the stream, comment on the stream. We'd appreciate it because, again, out of all the content that could possibly be getting pushed on YouTube, let's at least push out something that's beneficial, educational, going to help the young generation as opposed to all the bullshit that they watch already. So like the stream, comment on the stream, subscribe if you're new. Also, if you want to get actual education on how to get into the markets, how to set up wallets, what the actual blockchains are, how to buy meme coins, because a lot of people, they ask me for help. They're like, oh, what should I buy? Can I buy this? Where can I go buy this, etc. And it's not just as simple as going onto a Coinbase and buying a lot of these coins. Very, 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 very few of the tokens in the actual market are on these big exchanges. They're only going to list the largest things. So for you to be able to get exposure to things like the Boys Club, you're going to have to do extra steps. If you want to learn those things to actually get into the market, join the Taylor's Code. There's a link in the description. Join the Taylor's Code, and inside of the classroom, there's a no-cost crypto, just educational. Boom. You get in there. You learn how to set up wallets. You learn how to get coins, exchanges, etc. Teach you everything you need to know so you can actually get into the game. Because that's going to be a big barrier for a lot of people is they think that it's too hard or I don't know how it works. So I don't know how to figure it out. Forget it. No, figure it. First of all, don't be a fucking pussy. Like, just figure it out. Like, if you want to be a part of the market, just go get the education. I'm literally telling you how to do it. Anyways, I always hated that mindset. Oh, I'm not sure how to do it. Okay, then learn. You can't learn it. That's what we did.
That's what we did with crypto in general.
Yeah, exactly. I got pissed off. I said, well, I want to do this. Okay, then we just figured it out. Like, Jesus. So Taylor's Code, join the Taylor's Code, and yeah, and then you also get access to the private crypto plays as well inside of there. Private crypto places where we're literally telling you what we're buying, when we're buying it, at what market cap. I mean, me and Logan got into Goatsus Maximus at about $2.5–3 million market cap. Goatsus right now, just so people know, we $2.5–3 million market cap. Goatsus, it's now at almost $1 billion market cap. So just do the math on that yourself. $2.5–3 million market cap rode it up to $1 billion. Think about how much money you would have made. So
almost a 500x.
Ooh.
Also buy Toby.
Oh. But yeah, outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, good to see you guys, and that's all we have. So let me go ahead and put on the ending screen of the stream, and we'll see you guys next Monday. Well, hold on.
Yes.
Actually, no, that's fine. Let me do a transition. Stream ending. Boom. Mr. Producer. All right, I'll tell you bees once we're off live. I just want to have it so that they can. I gotta figure out how to play the end music so they can hear the stream closing with a little bit of a tune.